So we're doing a reaction video with Sky News. It's an Australian news outlet. Um, I really like them. They tend to give a different view of what's going on in America from an outside perspective, and they tend to not have the bias of the American media that favors the Democratic Party. But this is about Ashley Biden coming out in a diary about how her father used to get in the shower with her, and they've authenticated the diary, and it's 100% hers. It was left by her from in a rehab facility, and it's not getting the light that it should get. So let's see what this outside news source has to say about it.
About Joe Biden's daughter, Ashley, and her diary. Now, this is a fascinating story, which includes some fairly confronting details, James.
Yeah, so, this diary has been kicking around for a bit, and there were, again, as with the Hunter Biden laptop, questions about its authenticity. It seems
so where did it come from?
Well, it seems to have been left behind by Ashley in a rehab facility.
Yeah.
And then somebody
the
else.
Bidens and rehab. Where would rehab facilities be without
Exactly
the Bidens
right.
to keep them in business? My
Take
goodness.
that Betty Ford. But but in this diary, where she's talking about things, and this was allegedly taken by somebody else who had been a patient there and removed it. The FBI got involved over what was apparently a case of mislaid property, but it contains some fairly disturbing things, including her talk about inappropriate showers with her father, Joe, when she was a little girl. And yet somehow this is all being very, very, very suppressed. She actually says
something along the lines of, I'm not sure if I was molested or not. This is in a diary she wrote.
In a rehab facility. And
so she wasn't being asked about
this.
No.
So and it's been now, the news this week, though, is that has been authenticated as actually the true diary, just as the Hunter Biden laptop has finally been authenticated as true. And yet there's very little attention to this. Now, you can only imagine if there was a Trump offspring who was making similar
Ivanka,
claims,
for example.
Honestly.
Yeah, but it's worse than that. This family is like something out of a horror movie, the Bidens. I mean, seriously, the daughter is saying that Joe Biden used to hop naked into the shower with her when she was a little girl, and she doesn't remember if she was, or she's not sure if she was molested.
Yeah, and in the diary,
the president. And this is where we should play all those clips of him sniffing all those little girls' hair, because there's hours of that.
There's literally hours of Biden walking up and just smelling little girls' hair, touching them. You can just tell how uncomfortable they are. Like, it's a blatant... It's literally so obvious to anybody that's looking. And it's just crazy how the media glosses over it like he's not a pedophile. And it just makes you wonder what Jeffrey Epstein would have said if he didn't commit suicide.
That sort of stuff.
Well, and the US media used to point out how he would be inappropriate in that manner, hug people too long, even Hillary Clinton. Remember that hug where it wouldn't let go? But now, of course, it is forbidden to mention any of this. It's some sort of right-wing conspiracy. But you can imagine if it was Ivanka's diary that was discovered, the FBI wouldn't be intimidating the people who found it. They wouldn't be trying to bury the story. It would be all over the news media, and it would just be the biggest news of the day. But no one's even.
Exactly. If it were Trump, it would be an extravaganza. They would be trying to press rape charges on him. They would be trying to press any charge they could think of on him. But, it's the Biden crime syndicate, so it gets swept under the rug by the DOJ.